Excuse me. Do you know where your boss is?
Yes, sir. I'll go get it.
You must be Dr. Elwell.
I am. Nice to meet you.
I'm Administrator Morrow.
Oh, one of the 05, huh? Say, we don't see you much outside of HQ these days. Things must be pretty serious if they send you in person, huh?
Well, anything to get out of the office. In all seriousness, though, we lost 2 of our best men here, so this situation is one of the highest priorities at the moment.
Well, how can I help?
Any information at all would be helpful. Honestly, we don't have much at the moment.
Well, as you know, my team has been working diligently to try and figure out everything we can about what transpired that night and why. To start with the basics, the night of the incident, Alpha Team 1 made entry through the rear of the building. They continued up this flight of stairs and paused at this landing. Over here, they went through and cleared all these rooms, which you can comfortably assume because all the doors were left open. They made it all the way to this room, but something drew them back to the first bedroom we were in. We assumed it was SCP-017 because, well, we found 2 bodies in there when we checked.
So they're dead?
Almost. They're basically in a coma, but their vital signs are so low our monitors can barely detect them. However, the most peculiar thing that happened that night was the sole survivor was later found at the gates of the SCP Foundation headquarters. I mean, he wandered all the way back there by himself. He was extremely disoriented and was Section 12'd almost immediately. But he was found carrying this.
What's this?
That one MTF soldier that was found at headquarters was carrying a report by Dr. Fairfax about the experiments in the 80s. He was the lead scientist for those operations, but he quit his job at the Foundation after they canceled his research, and we never heard from him again. Our knowledge of SCP-017 is entirely based on his initial research that was done in 1983 after we contained 017 for the first time. It was learned that 017 is a multidimensional being that exists primarily in the 4th dimension. If you follow the logic, a 3-dimensional object in our world casts a 2-dimensional shadow. So, likewise, a 4-dimensional being should cast a 3-dimensional shadow. This is why we can perceive SCP-017 as a physical shadow in our 3-dimensional world. With this knowledge, and along with careful observation of its behaviors, we realize that 017 has the capability to move through multiple 3-dimensional worlds. It can also transport any living thing to one of those dimensions simply by coming into direct contact with them. Something that still puzzles us. Anyway, back to Dr. Fairfax. He went off Foundation's radar, a pretty hard thing to do, I might add, which leads me to the question, why would Foundation lab files from a scientist who disappeared in the 80s be here, at a seemingly random residence we found 017 at?
You tell me.
Right. So, my team has reason to believe Dr. Fairfax has made a return and is trying to finish the project he dedicated his whole life to. It's him who's trying to gather up old lab reports and trying to set up another laboratory here. And him who attempted to steal SCP-017 from the Foundation for his own research to continue. However, he failed, resulting in SCP-017's freedom. Something went wrong with this plan, which is most likely why there's not more evidence of his laboratory here. And of course, why 017 has escaped. We're trying to find 017 again, but we don't know where Dr. Fairfax could be or what happened to him thanks to your team. That's screwed up. I can't do the job for you, but I want to know what your next move is.
Well, first, I'm gonna have to have a chat with the soldier that wound up at Foundation headquarters. And then, I'm gonna have to find this Dr. Fairfax and put an end to him one way or another. But something tells me it will be easier than we think.
Fortunately, I can't let you do that. You know how this goes, don't you? Lift your jacket slowly and take out your gun. Do not play games with me, John Morrow. I am not in the mood. Drop it. Good.
With the Chaos Insurgency, aren't you?
Does it matter who I'm with? I'm doing what's right. I'm doing what's best for all of us. You people, you come in here trying to lock the SCPs up, but we are freeing their full potential. You should be using them. I mean, what are you waiting for? Can you imagine the power you have, the power that you are so utterly wasting?
You have no idea how easy it is to lose control of them. One small mistake, and you would destroy the entire world.
Yeah? Well, that's a chance I'm willing to take. It's a shame you won't be here to see the results.
I'll have to give it to you. You made it farther than others. Deal with it. Brought you some water. I know they aren't always the friendliest down here. Anyways, So, let's start from the beginning. We know that some concerning things occurred that night, and we think that you could help us. I heard you brought this from the house. Can you tell me about it?